Local, live, late breaking. This is West 2 News at 11 in high definition. Now on West 2.
Breaking right now, a deputy goes down.
Our pilot is okay.
A sheriff's office helicopter crashes into a lake.
Plus, the little girl at the center of an Amber Alert found safe. She was taken by her own parents.
A murder victim's family takes legal action, and they're not suing the suspect.
From the prom to a pursuit, a kidnapping where the victim still had on her prom dress. West 2 News at 11 starts right now.
We begin with that breaking news in Marion County, where the sheriff's helicopter crashed into a lake.
The deputy pilot made it to safety. The chopper went down while battling a wildfire in a remote area off of County Road 315. West 2's Matt LaPulli has the latest from the crash site.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office sergeant who was piloting the office's helicopter was hurt when it went down, but thankfully it appears his injuries were not serious. He was helping forest officials and Marion County firefighters fight a brush fire here. A bucket was attached to the Sheriff's Office Air 1 helicopter to collect water from the lake here. This area is just outside Citra on Highway 315 near 212th Lane. The Air 1 helicopter was being used to collect water from the lake with a big bucket and then drop it on the fire. Unfortunately, on the very last round of the night at about 6:30, something malfunctioned and the helicopter plunged into the lake.
Just to assure everybody, our pilot is okay. He does have some injuries, but he will be fine. We're here at the hospital checking on him and everything.
Thankfully, Sergeant John Rawls was able to quickly get out of the helicopter. He then swam to the shore of the lake and waited for rescuers to arrive. He was alert and talking when they did. The helicopter remains in the lake here. The FAA will be here to investigate exactly what went wrong. From Marion County, Matt LaPulli, West 2 News.
Tonight, deputies say the search has ended for the man they say shot at a Flagler County deputy and his own mother. This is the new mugshot for fugitive Philip Hare Jr. He turned himself in tonight in Putnam County. West 2 first brought you this story as breaking news last night. Hare drove by his Palm Coast house twice, firing several rounds. A deputy's vehicle was hit, but no one was hurt. His mother says he was angry after she kicked him out. Earlier, she made a plea to her son to turn himself in, fearing what would happen if he didn't. No word on the charges Hare faces.
New on West 2, the search for the 5-year-old at the center of an Amber Alert is over. She disappeared with her parents in Marion County, and investigators found her hundreds of miles away. West 2's Stuart Moore joins us live on the Breaking News Center with the latest details. Stu.
Well, Meredith, this evening, the Marion County Sheriff's Office is thanking their law enforcement colleagues in Missouri. That's where 5-year-old Alexandria Green was found safe tonight. Alexandria was located at the Harbor Inn and Suites in Herman. That's west of St. Louis, with her father and mother. Alan Green was arrested for a Marion County warrant for interference with child custody. No charges are currently being filed against the woman he was with, Alexandria's mother. Investigators say Green and Mazakis, that's the mom, left with the child during an unsupervised visit at Alexandria's grandparents' home over the weekend. The older couple has custody.
With the courts putting the little girl with the grandparents, then that gave us concern on if the father had it or the mother had the child, then why, after this long of a period, it would escalate the risk.
The plan is that Alexandria will be brought back to Florida and placed in DCF custody. Live in the Breaking News Center, Stuart Moore, West 2 News.
A woman whose job it is to protect the community is accused of 2 dangerous decisions. Only West 2 News has video of the Kissimmee firefighters' arrest. Samantha Lopez is now off the job after her second DUI in a month. West 2's Adrienne Whitsett explained how the latest incident put her 3-year-old child at risk.
Are you ready? Yes, ma'am.
2 suspected cases of off-duty drinking and driving mean Kissimmee firefighter Samantha Lopez is off the job for now.
Listen, I can smell the alcohol on you.
This is video of the April 26th arrest in the parking lot of the Walmart on Eudora and 441 in Lake County. Mount Dora officers say the 37-year-old had her 3-year-old daughter in the car when she was spotted by an off-duty Eustis officer nearly driving onto the sidewalk 4 to 5 times. Officers say she was visibly impaired, and they found 2 small empty bottles of wine and 2 unopened in the vehicle. A month earlier and 2 miles west on 441, Lopez was arrested after a crash just before 3:30 in the afternoon. The Eustis arrest report says she told officers she drank half a box of wine that morning when she got off work at 8 and said she was on the way to pick up her daughter and had to be there by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Her blood alcohol level was recorded at .204 2 hours later. We tried reaching Lopez at her home, but no one responded. The city of Kissimmee, in a statement, said it suspended Lopez Monday without pay, reiterating she was not on duty and was permitted to work for the city after the first DUI charge, pending the court outcome. Lopez is due back in court May 17th on a charge of open container, as well as the second DUI charge. In Mount Dora, Adrian Whitsett, West 2 News.
Kidnapped on prom night. This video shows 19-year-old Christopher Rosario's arrest. Deputies say he abducted a girl on her way to prom. Rosario is accused of stopping the girl and her date on the way to the prom at Bellevue High School. Deputies say Rosario said he had to talk to her, but took off with her screaming. Witnesses called 911. Deputies were able to track the victim's phone, find the car, and arrest Rosario.
Grieving parents are seeking justice in the death of their daughter. Sasha Samsudin was allegedly killed by an Orlando apartment security guard. Her parents say that there were ignored warning signs that could have saved her life. West 2 Summer Knowles has the new lawsuit with disturbing new details in the case.
Multiple video surveillance camera angles, fingerprints left in the bathroom, shoe prints in the bedroom, and pictures of what appear to be scratches on Stephen Duxbury, all collected as evidence that ultimately resulted in him being charged with murdering 27-year-old Sasha Samsudin inside her Uptown Place condo in downtown Orlando, where Duxbury worked as a security guard. Although Duxbury alone is accused of breaking into Samsudin's apartment and strangling her, Samsudin's parents have now filed a lawsuit claiming the Uptown Place Condo Association and their management company, their security company who provides security guards, along with the building's deadbolt lock manufacturer, are also to blame for their daughter's death. According to the lawsuit, the condo association and management group provided a facade of safety, but failed to have sufficient security surveillance cameras in key areas, creating the opportunity for Duxbury to break into Samsudin's apartment without detection. It also accuses them of not following up on residents' complaints about Duxbury, describing him as sketchy and harassing. As far as the building's security company, the lawsuit says they were negligent in hiring Duxbury and tasking him with patrolling Uptown Place hallways late at night without supervision, given a violent criminal history and mental health issues. Additionally, the suit claims Duxbury was able to bypass the digital deadbolt on Samsudin's front door by quickly running internet searches on his cell phone, something experts had previously warned could happen.
And tonight I did reach out to the Samsudin family and their attorney for comment, but have not yet heard back from them. Meanwhile, Duxbury has another court hearing that's scheduled for next week. Jim?
Summer, thanks. The bank accounts of Florida Blue customers should be back to normal. The insurance company says a glitch accidentally overbilled 9,500 people. Some went into the red by tens of thousands of dollars. Florida Blue says all that money has been returned. If you're waiting for a refund, they say you should see it in the next few days.
Cocoa police say that they caught the driver who sped off from the crash that injured one of their own officers. They tell us this man is 25-year-old Norman Scott, and he was behind in the SUV. He allegedly pulled out in front of the officer on his motorcycle on Sunday. Officer Rickford Leach flipped multiple times. He has several broken bones. Scott is now under arrest.
New reports tonight that there will be no charges for the Baton Rouge police officers in the high-profile death of Alton Sterling. His killing was captured on cell phone video in July of 2016, setting off a wave of protests. Tonight, dozens of people are gathered outside the convenience store where Sterling was killed. A spokesman for the Louisiana governor says his office has not been notified of any federal decision in the investigation.
Melbourne police are running a criminal investigation into the death of a police dog. A German Shepherd named Diesel was found dead in the back of a canine unit police vehicle after being left inside for hours. The dog's handler is with the Sebastian Police Department in Indian River County. And when he visited the Brevard County Courthouse Friday, Animal Services say that he may have forgotten Diesel was inside the car. Melbourne police say that the handler could be charged with animal cruelty.
Outrage is growing online over the punishment for a convicted puppy killer. The UCF student who beat his dog to death will spend 1 day in jail. Today, Luke Stribling pleaded no contest to animal cruelty charges. The judge asked him to explain what he did in explicit detail.
I don't really know what possessed me, but I did hit him several times.
There's now a petition online calling for UCF's president to expel Stribling. It now has more than 7,000 signatures. A traumatic sight for several young children. Orlando police say a woman stabbed her boyfriend in the head right in front of the kids. They arrested 32-year-old Ebony Jackson. Police say when they showed up to the home yesterday, they found a man covered in blood. He told them 5 of the 6 kids at the house witnessed the attack. Jackson's bond is set at $25,000.
Serious new charges for a man accused of starting a rowdy bar fight. The woman that police say he punched has died. Police say Michael Lamoth groped the victim Saturday night at the Oyster Bar in Daytona Beach. He was kicked out of the bar but came back with a friend. Police said that he punched Deborah Jost. She fell backwards and hit her head. She later died from her injuries. Lamoth is now charged with manslaughter.
A woman is caught after police say she went on a bizarre, half-naked crime spree across 2 counties.
Face the wall. I'm pregnant. Face the wall or I'm going to put you on it.
Body camera video shows Orange City police arresting Sharnette Burton after she crashed into a pole outside of a Walmart. It took several officers and firefighters to get her into the patrol car. Investigators say Burton carjacked someone in Sanford. 2 other victims claim she hit them in an intersection near the store. Burton is now in the Volusia County Jail. WESH 2 investigates how drivers are running red lights without getting caught.
Sprays and gadgets promising to help you hide from the camera. Next, we put the products to the test.
And straight ahead now, our fun is moving south across southern Florida. A good 24 to 36 hour stretch of dry weather. And then another cold front arrives with the potential for some storms. Talk more about that and how much rain straight ahead.
Tonight, a WESH 2 News investigation takes a hard look at products that claim to help you beat red light cameras.
To prove whether or not they work, we enlisted the help of local police to let us run red lights. Tonight, an exclusive test of these license plate coatings, covers, and electronic devices. WESH 2's Greg Fox runs the red and tells us if these gadgets are even legal.
Those red light cameras have drivers seeing red when they get slapped with $158 tickets.
Hate them.
Hate them. They're all about money.
This driver got 2 tickets. He doesn't want to show his face because he bought this reflective cover that distorts the numbers on his tag.
It works for me. I never had a problem since.
No tickets.
No tickets.
Lots of products claim to help drivers beat the cameras, but do they work? We chose at random a company that sent us reflective spray and gel and 2 plastic covers, each costing $50 or less, designed to make tags unreadable.
We're in our Channel 2 workshop, and first we're going to apply a spray and a gel to 2 different license plates.
We sprayed 4 coats on this plate. Next, we covered a different plate with the gooey gel.
It's just oozing all over the plate there. We're going to get it on all sides.
Then it was off to Pete Muller's Tint World shop in Longwood.
Flash that time.
Where $400 gets you the Vox No Photo Camera Jammer. A sensor installed under the tag detects the flash on a red light camera and instantly floods the plate with light for a split second, allegedly making it unreadable.
In all of our tests, we've found that this works 100% of the time, every time.
Now for our test. With Kissimmee police safely blocking traffic, we intentionally
I think you're good to go.
Ran red lights.
Okay, here we go.
One after another, we tested plates coated with the reflective spray, the gel, and 2 plastic covers. Muller's wife, Barbara, was the driver for our big test, the camera jammer.
So do you think it'll work?
It will. It should. It better.
The red light camera flashes, and the device sends a burst of light into the plate.
Now we just have to wait for the results.
It would surprise me how well, 3 of the 5 worked.
Police Chief Jeff Odell was stunned. We could easily read the plate with spray paint and the one with the speckled plastic tag cover. But the plate covered with the gel made some numbers unreadable. No ticket. Same goes for the plate cover with the magnified surface. The most expensive device, the camera jammer, totally washed out the plate.
With the strobe, it's completely unreadable.
Legal or illegal?
Definitely illegal.
Police say all of these devices are illegal. Under Florida statute, it's unlawful to alter license plates with a spray, coating, or covering, which interferes with the legibility or the ability to record any detail on the license plate. And get this, the penalty is worse than a red light camera ticket, landing you a $163 fine and 3 points on your license. Sure, our test proves some products beat the cameras at your own risk. Greg Fox, West 2 News.
Vox is the makers of the strobe device. They sent us this statement. The no photo does not hinder recording of the license plate. The license plate is still very readable on the video recording. Therefore, the statute does not deem the no photo an illegal device.
Wow, that really got my attention.
Yeah, it's pretty clever all the way around.
Really? All right, Till, let's talk some weather out there, my friend. What do we got going on?
You know, we got 24, 36 hours of some quiet time. A hot day tomorrow, but rain will return late Thursday and Friday. We may actually get a couple of strong thunderstorms by then. We'll talk about that here in a second. Let me take you back outside. I got a photo from Ricky Brugone up there in Volusia County. Some storm clouds late this afternoon, and he was very, very happy to get some rain at his neighborhood there. Can't say I blame him. Skycam Network over Lake Eola looking good tonight. Look at that temperature, 70 degrees. Wind is flirting with the east-southeasterly direction at the top of the hour here. The humidity is a little bit high. We may see a little bit of ground fog here in Orlando by daybreak tomorrow morning. Once you check back in with meteorologist Amy Sweezy, she'll guide you through any issues out the door bright and early tomorrow morning. Rain deficits now had a little help in Daytona and Melbourne. Back under 4 inches in Melbourne, back right around 5 inches in Daytona, and with about 1/10 of an inch of rain here over the last 2 days, Orlando kind of holding steady. So the drought monitor, really no significant change. We're going to need a couple more rounds of what we got to really put a dent in this. Temperatures outside ranging from 66 Palm Coast to 76 in Melbourne and 74 right now back towards Leesburg. We take a look at the morning plan. A little bit of patchy ground fog there between about 6 and about 7:30 in the morning. Temperatures jumping up into the 70s by 9. Nice and comfortable up here in Ocala. 56 degrees, Palm Coast 61, Titusville 66, and Melbourne and Palm Bay right around the 70-degree mark. Now we take a look at a futurecast. Here's your hint of that early morning ground fog there in Seminole, Orange, and on into Osceola counties. We take a look at the afternoon. Nice and quiet here. A couple of showers and storms just south of Frostproof in Polk County. And then by Thursday, notice that southeasterly flow setting up very early in the day. It's going to be a hot afternoon. Watch the sea breezes here. A little bit of a collision by late in the day Thursday. And then we wait on a cold front to come in well after midnight on Thursday or very early Friday morning. Now, out ahead of that system tomorrow, we are talking about numbers running in the 90 to 91 degree range from Mount Dora up towards Denellen and Ocala. 91 Winter Haven. The farther east you go, a little bit cooler anyway, back towards Holopawn, Keynasville in the upper 80s. And then from Windermere over towards Bithlo, near 90 to the mid and the upper 80s here. 88 DeLand, 84 Palm Coast, 83 Flagler Beach, and 84 over towards New Smyrna Beach. Farther to the south here from Cape Canaveral down towards Palm Bay, 82 to about 85 degrees. Hour by hour in Daytona Beach, we're going to scrape up into the low and mid 80s there. More of the same here in Melbourne. A few clouds from time to time. Good looking beach day too. Just watch the rip currents there with that long period east-southeasterly swell. Thursday, late. Sea breezes get going. Front arrives very early Friday, crosses the peninsula here during the day on Friday, and by Saturday and Sunday behind that front, you're going to notice a change. Nice and comfortable, but once that front comes through, we are under a marginal risk for 1 or 2 isolated severe storms, so we'll keep you posted on that going forward. What we can use is the rain, and check this out now. Look at that, potentially a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain with that next front coming on in. Let's take a look down at your updated 7-day forecast. Once that rain departs on Friday, wonderful weekend weather. Highs 80 to 85, lows in town in the mid-50s. Could even be some 40s north and west of town.
Red hot Orlando City Soccer gets a midweek clash tomorrow, and we'll get you set for that match.
And a local hoop star makes his way back home.
Yes, right, Jim. Why the Daytona Beach native chose Bethune-Cookman to finish out his college career. Plus, we take you to the First Coast for this cuteness overload there, and some UCF baseball highlights. Why every game on this road trip is crucial for the Knights. That's next in sports. A perfect 5-0 at home and 6-1 overall this season. Yes, it's still early, but it's hard not to be really excited about Orlando City's start to the season. The Lions are coming off a 2-0 win on Saturday against the Colorado Rapids, giving City a total of 18 points at the top of the East, 6 points ahead of the 5th place team Toronto FC, the Lions' opponent, tomorrow night. On short rest, Orlando City will look to take that home success on the road this week. As for the hype, well, Joe Bendick will leave that to the fans.
Taking one game at a time. This is the course of the season where I think a lot of teams underestimate the course of the season, where you're in the middle of it and the beginning can be easy because you're hyped up, but it's keeping that same mentality all the way through the season.
Well, it's a logjam atop the American Conference standings. 5 teams are tied for first with a 9-6 conference record. USF, Houston, UConn, Tulane, and UCF, making every game on this 9-game road trip for the Knights very, very crucial. First up, UCF takes on North Florida Ospreys. This cute kid could care less that the Knights took a 1-0 lead in the 2nd inning with a solo shot. Ozzie, the Osprey, had his full attention. Story of the game, not many hits, but when they came, they were big for North Florida. Chris Berry lines that one to right. In comes the tying run. It would take nearly an hour before another run, but the Ospreys got it, and it was huge. Alex Merritt sneaks in past the pitcher. Patrick Irvin scores from second, and that's the game winner. Knights fall in this one 2-1. The road trip for UCF continues on Friday against Tulane. And it's only been a month on the job, and already first-year head coach Ryan Ritter is building a roster to be competitive in the MEAC this season. Today, Ritter introducing his first signing commitment, transfer Malik Maitland, a product of Father Lopez Catholic. He will join the Wildcats for the upcoming season. Now, Maitland spent the last 2 seasons at Morehead State, where he had some well-documented issues with the coaching staff. Eager to put that drama behind him, Maitland happy for the fresh start.
What influenced me to sign, most importantly, the people, the community, the coaching staff, the whole, 9 yards, and I felt very comfortable.
Welcome back home there to Malik Maitland. That's it for sports, everybody. We'll be right back.
Many of us have that one special teacher who made a difference in our lives.
Well, today, Orange County High School seniors recognize the educators who inspired them.
Oh, okay.
You also said you never cry.
I don't cry. I'm not a crier. I don't cry.
And she's not only a teacher, she inspires us every day. She gives us a lot of life advice, and it's really nice to have something out of the house to someone to encourage you.
Well, that makes you feel pretty good, right? Superintendent Dr. Barbara Jenkins surprised teachers with letters from graduating seniors this year. Up and down the halls, the superintendent went from room to room with those inspiring letters. More than 200 of them will be given out this week all over the district.
That's something they will treasure for the rest of their lives. That's awesome.
It's a nice touch. Absolutely, guys. Hey, let's take a look now at that forecast for you tomorrow morning as we take a look at that. Put that bus into motion there. 64, a little bit of patchy fog in the morning. By the afternoon, breezy and warm. 88 in Orlando, low 90s now. Sumter, Lake, on into Marion counties. Then we've got another strong cold front day. And you're going to notice this one on Friday because behind it, look at that, 56 in the morning Saturday, afternoon high 81 for the first week in May. Folks, that's a bargain. 86 on Sunday, nearing 90 by Tuesday afternoon.
Enjoy it while it lasts. And that's our report for tonight. You can get West 2 News whenever you want at west.com or the West 2 mobile app.
Our next newscast is at 4:30 a.m. with the Sunrise team. Thanks for watching. We'll hope you'll join us again tomorrow night.